Artificial intelligence is defined as the development of computer systems or intelligent machines which can perform tasks that require human intelligence like decision making, object detection, solving complex problems, and so on. AI has become a part of our everyday life, and that is why it is important for us to understand the different concepts of artificial intelligence. In that way, this video will help you to analyze and understand the different stages of artificial intelligence. Here comes the categorization of artificial intelligence that is observed by the most tech-oriented crowd. I have read many articles that states narrow AI, general AI, and super AI as different types of artificial intelligence. To be more precise, actually there are three stages of artificial intelligence through which AI can evolve. Or you can also term them as types of learning in artificial intelligence. Actually, they follow a similar outline but get written about with a stronger foundation in what the AI is used for, what it is capable of, and how it helps to advance humanity. Let us have an in-depth analysis on each stage. First comes artificial narrow intelligence, which is also known as weak AI or narrow AI. This is the stage of artificial intelligence which is designed or trained to solve one single problem and would be able to execute that single task alone, but in a very good manner. Narrow AI focuses on one narrow task and cannot perform beyond its limitations. It targets a single subset of cognitive abilities and advances in that spectrum alone. In this stage, the machine does not possess any thinking ability. It just performs a set of predefined functions. They have narrow capabilities like recommending a product for an e-commerce user or predicting the weather and so on. In the world of artificial intelligence, the most common and currently available AI is the narrow AI. But this narrow AI can fail in unpredictable ways if it goes beyond its limits. Here comes the real-time examples of artificial narrow intelligence that performs a single dedicated task with intelligence. Apple Siri is a classic example of narrow AI that operates with a limited predefined range of functions. Siri faces problems with tasks outside its abilities. IBM Watson supercomputer also comes under narrow AI. It uses expert system and applies cognitive computing, machine learning, and natural language processing to process information and answers your queries. Once, IBM Watson outperformed the human contestant Ken Jennings to become the champion on a popular game show. Other examples of narrow AI includes Google Translate, playing chess, purchasing suggestions on e-commerce site, self-driving cars, speech recognition, image recognition software, recommendation systems, spam filtering, Google's page ranking algorithm, AlphaGo, Sophia the humanoid, and so on. Narrow AI applications are becoming increasingly common in our day-to-day lives as machine learning and deep learning methods continue to develop. Almost all the AI-based systems built till this date fall under the category of weak AI. This is the most common form or the only kind of artificial intelligence that you will find in the market now. Next comes artificial general intelligence, which is also known as general AI or strong AI. General AI is a stage in the evolution of artificial intelligence wherein machines will possess the ability to think and make decisions just like human. Here, AI has human level of cognitive function across a wide variety of domains like language processing, computational function and reasoning, image processing, and so on. So, the basic idea behind strong AI is to make a system even more smarter than narrow AI by allowing machines to apply knowledge and skills in different contexts and help the machines perform intellectual tasks with human-like efficiency. Currently, there is no such system which comes under general AI and execute tasks as perfect as a human. So, general AI is still a theoretical concept. We are still a long way away from building an artificial general intelligence system. Practically speaking, strong AI systems need to comprise thousands of weak AI systems working in tandem and communicating with each other to mimic human reasoning. Here comes the real-time examples of general AI. Fujitsu has built the K computer, which is one of the fastest supercomputers in the world. It is one of the significant attempts in achieving strong AI. Even with its most advanced computing systems and infrastructure, it took nearly 40 minutes to simulate a single second of neural activity. Hence, it is difficult to determine whether strong AI will be achieved shortly. Next is Tianhe-2, a supercomputer developed by China's National University of Defense Technology, which holds the record for calculations per second at 33.86 petaflops, that is quadrillions of CPS. This really sounds exciting, but the human brain is estimated to be capable of performing even better with 1 exaflop, that is a billion CPS. These examples specifies about the immense complexity and interconnectedness of the human brain and shows the magnitude of the challenge in building a strong AI with our current resources. So, worldwide researchers are focusing on developing machines with general AI. But it will take a lot of effort and a long time to develop such systems because they need to find a method to make machines very conscious in programming with full cognitive ability set. General AI has received $1 billion investment from Microsoft through OpenAI. Practically speaking, strong AI is considered to be a threat to human existence by many scientists, including Stephen Hawking, who stated that the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race. It would take off on its own and redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate. Humans who are limited by slow biological evolution cannot compete and would be superseded. We are almost entering into the science fiction territory here. But artificial superintelligence, which is also known as super AI, is considered to be the logical progression from artificial general intelligence. Super AI is the level of intelligence of systems where the capability of computers or machines could surpass all human intelligence. That is, it can perform any task better than human with cognitive properties like making decisions or taking rational decisions, and even things like making better art and building emotional relationships. The key characteristics of super AI includes the ability to think, to reason, to solve the puzzle, make judgments, plan, learn, and communicate by its own. The critical characteristic of super AI is its evolution towards human sentiments and experiences. That is, it evokes emotions, needs, beliefs, and desires of its own. Even the brightest human minds cannot come close to the abilities of super AI. Artificial superintelligence is currently a hypothetical situation as depicted in movies and science fiction books where machines rule over the world. Development of such systems in real time is still a world-changing task. So far, we have seen the different stages of intelligence that a machine can acquire based on their capabilities. As of now, we may be in the first stage of developing narrow AI. But once we achieve general AI, then AI systems would rapidly be able to improve their capabilities and advance into the realms that we might not even have dreamt of. The gap between strong AI and super AI would be relatively very narrow, something like a nanosecond, because that is how fast artificial intelligence would learn and evolve. Taking into considerations the current pace of growth, machines are not very far from reaching this stage. Whichever way you break down, artificial intelligence is a strong software tool for the future that is here to stay. Artificial intelligence is eliminating repetitive tasks in the workforce and elevating humans to reach higher shelves, embracing constant states of change and creativity. As quoted by Elon Musk, the pace of progress in artificial intelligence is incredibly fast. Unless you have direct exposure to groups like DeepMind, you have no idea of how fast it is growing. Actually, it is growing at a pace close to exponential. The risk of something seriously dangerous is about to happen in the next 5 to 10 years time frame. Thank you for watching this video. If you find this video to be useful, kindly subscribe it and share it with your friends.